sharing this video with you guys because this movie is actually like a horror comedy type of movie vibe, and I wanted to share it with you guys because it's actually new. And another reason also is because this movie is actually based on Sophie and Bee. In this case, they are a couple, so it's basically like a lesbian movie because the main characters, like the official main characters of the movie, is actually a lesbian couple. So that's one of the most important reasons why I wanted to share this video with you guys, so you guys can go watch the movie, go support it. So basically the movie is called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. It's actually available to watch on Amazon Prime and also on Apple TV. The app, like I already said, the movie was released in 2022 and it's a horror comedy. But before we get into more details and talk about everything that happened between the ladies and also what happened on the movie, since they play a major role in the movie, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you so much for all the love and all the support. And if you guys have watched this movie, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What were you personally rated from 1 to 10? I would personally rate it like a strong 8.5, and I would say 8.5 because like it was a little bit confusing because there was too much going on, you know. It's like one scene after another. And yes, this movie is very graphical. There is a lot of images that I can use, but if you guys want to see all the visuals, everything, I will definitely recommend you guys to go watch it. So let's get right into it. So basically, Sophie and Bee, they are a couple and they have been dating for 6 weeks. But first, the movie is about a group of friends who ends up going to a getaway at the mansion, and that's how everything escalates because they decide to go get this mini vacation, this mini getaway during hurricane. They knew a hurricane was on the way, so they have decided to do like a friend reunion party, have fun, just to them, you know, to disconnect and all of that. But Sophie actually wasn't like, Sophie didn't tell anyone that she will come to the to the getaway, and she ends up showing out up with B. And also Sophie's ex Jordan was also there, someone who she used to date, and is also someone who is part of the friends of the the group friends. So when Sophie arrived, everybody was surprised, like, what is she doing here? She didn't tell us she's coming. And one of the reasons why they were surprised is because Sophie actually disappeared after she went to rehab because she used to drink a lot. She had an alcohol problem, and she also used to abuse substance. So her family cut her off, and she ended up going to rehab to get herself together. And after she came out of rehab, she disappeared. Nobody knew about her, and out of the blue she just shows up to the mini getaway, and everybody was of course surprised because the last time they saw her, they left her in a very rough condition, so they were kind of surprised and shocked the fact that she didn't tell that she's coming. But they spoke it out and everything was like kind of cool, not like officially cool, but kind of cool. So as the night goes on, something very mysterious happens. Actually, Jordan starts to approach B. Jordan, who is Sophie's ex, starts to approach B and be like a little bit flirtatious towards her, but of course B was very respectful towards Sophie and nothing happened. So after that, Jordan and B, while they was dancing, Sophie actually end up getting feeling a type of way to see her girlfriend and her ex dancing and having fun together. So she was like, let's play the game Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Currently is a game about something that if you have to guess who's the person who took the other person's life, if you have the ex, something like that. And after that, that's where everything's escalated, and the main character in this in the two guys that are of the movie, they play a role in the movie, actually ended up accidentally taking his own life away, but they didn't know that. So they thought someone in the group took his life. So then they just started to mess around with one another, and one started taking the other one's life to protect this person, and this person takes that person's life because they thought that this person killed that person. So it was just so much going on. Like I said, if you guys want the full details on everything that happened, I would definitely recommend you to go watch the movie. But moral of the story is that apparently the first night when Sophie and B arrived to the house, Sophie invited Jordan up to go see her so that they hook up. And of course Jordan ends up telling this to B and like, you know, that when you guys arrived, Sophie, she texted me and she told me to come meet her upstairs. We went upstairs and we hooked up. And of course, Sophie was denying it. She said, don't believe her. You know, she's jealous. She's just trying to get to me because she knows what happened, blah, 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 blah. But after that, of course, B was still a little bit suspicious. But also, Sophie was also mad at B because B didn't tell her the truth about who she really is. And Sophie actually found out that B's mom, you know, she has a very, you know, difficult mental disorder, and she lied about working. She lied about, you know, graduating from college because she had to drop out of college to take care of her mom. And she lost her job 1 week after she and Sophie met, but she didn't want to tell Sophie because she, you know, she wanted Sophie to warn her. And basically after that they made up and everything was cool. But then there was a whole nother altercation that happened during this same event, and accidentally, you know, Jordan ends up losing her life while fighting with Sophie and B. And like Jordan's last words was like, check her phone, because once again Jordan was trying to tell B that, that Sophie cheated on her with Jordan in this case. And of course that was on B's mind. So B was, after that, B asked, Sophie, did you sleep with her, did you not? And of course Sophie denied. So after that they started to get into this small altercation, and B ends up running away from Sophie. But then, they ended up, talking it out, like getting into this like altercation with one another. Just a lot went on. But basically B never found out the truth if Sophie really slept with Jordan, because Sophie was denying to give her the phone. We don't know, if it really happened, if it did, because if it did, then that will answer a lot of questions of the movie and how everything developed, because everything ended up in such a mystery way. And then this guy comes in, I don't know who the guy is. And then of course Sophie and B are the only two ones that ended up surviving, out of all the friends. And I don't know who's the guy that came at the end. Like, it was just a lot going on, like a typical horror thriller, type of movie. Just a lot going on in a very short amount of time. So basically B doesn't know if Sophie really cheated on her, but she felt like, Sophie is lying to her, because Sophie didn't want to give her the phone. She was denying to give the phone, like she had something to hide. But they ended up getting to the fight, to the altercation, but the truth never came out. The movie ended up in, like, basically when Sophie and B got the phone, they ended up noticing that the phone wasn't Sophie's phone. It was actually the guy who passed away, who accidentally took his own life phone. And well, we will never know the truth. So the movie ended up, like I already said, in a very mysterious way. I don't know, like, if they're gonna be a part 2. I really don't know, but it's very confusing. But if you guys have watched the movie, let me know, what were your thoughts? Do you really feel like Sophie, cheated on B, or do you guys feel like Jordan was just wanted to create, problems between them? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And yes, guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. And I'm so sorry if I'm all over the place. It's just